Hi folks, welcome to the Prepared Homestead. Well, our winter weather finally got here. It was just a little later than what they'd originally predicted. About a night later, actually. We didn't get, we got some snow. I don't know if there's even an inch on the ground, but we got some ice before that. And it started building up and causing trees to come down. Had to deal with that some yesterday and yesterday evening, and then also a big old house fire, because those things happen more common in wintertime. You know, people are firing up their furnaces, running things really hot. Maybe they have an additional heat source, you know, a little electric heater or space heater of some sort, and then things go sour, you know. So anyways, it's been a busy last 24 hours because of that. But everything's going pretty good so far. I mean, able to get out on the roads. They're still a little iffy. I don't want to go too terribly fast on them, you know what I'm saying, but you can at least move around on them. And I know that several parts of the country, large swaths of the country, is dealing with some pretty significant winter storms, for blizzards and declarations of emergency and major pileups on highways and power outages and all sorts of things. So, well, welcome to winter. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you, but this kind of stuff happens fairly often. And if you're not prepared for this kind of stuff, then I don't know. I mean, if you're not prepared for this kind of stuff, then how do you think you're going to be prepared when things really start hitting the fan? Not just because it's a bad winter. And honestly, I don't consider this a bad winter. This is just a normal winter storm. What are you going to do when it really hits the fan? So, evaluate yourself. Do some self-reflection, you know. Looking inward and deep methodical thought and figure out, are you really ready for stuff to hit the fan? Because if you haven't been ready for this winter storm, then you may need to think again. Anyways, I heard there's a rumor that Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada, is resigning this week. I'm sure there's a lot of backroom politics going on and all kinds of stuff. Who knows the real true reason why, but a lot of people think it's simply because of Donald Trump getting elected, him pushing for Canada to be part of the United States. But I'm sure there's other things going on. But I think that's pretty interesting. Also, Elon Musk seems to have turned his focus away from the United States politics as much, but now he's focused on the United Kingdom and seems to be doing a lot of posting and talking about who should resign and how this should be reformed and all kinds of stuff. I find that interesting. Also, the man holds a lot of power, and to the point of almost absolute power, and that makes me nervous no matter who you are. And the guy has such, I don't know, I know I talk about him a lot, but just not really a lot of faith and trust in that guy. But anyways, he could be a really nice guy, who knows. But there's a lot of stuff going on with the world seeming to change and shift leadership. You know, who's in charge? It's like this big shift, and there's people on the conservative side saying this is a great thing, that it's showing that you know, conservatism or even nationalism is starting to win over around the world, and in a lot of ways that looks like it's to be true. But I'm always cautious when there's just a rapid upheaval like this, and then the people that are running it, well, they all used to be Democrats and far lefties, so I'm a little concerned with that. But I don't think it's something to just ignore when we're watching various global, you know, governments around the world. You know, in Europe especially, their, you know, parliament, you know, all walks out, or the government collapses. We hear these stories. And it sounds as if there's just a great instability around the world, not just with wars and economics and pandemics and all that kind of stuff, but also in politics. It's like there's this big unsettling imbalance and within political realms. And I think that's to very possibly convey the message that they're all so unstable that at some point we just need a bigger fix than just putting a Band-Aid on it. Maybe we need a more unified world government. Maybe all these governments need to come together and be a little bit more unified. And then they'll be stable. And then they'll be able to take care of problems and defend themselves and take care of the poor and fix their economies and debt and everything. I could be off on this, but that's kind of where I see this going, is that, you know, the more instability that there is in the world in whatever area is unstable, or it is a perfect opportunity for whomever, whatever name you want to put on it, to come in and offer a better deal. You know, well, you know, we can fix the world's problems if we all just come together and kumbaya and all this kind of stuff. We can fix all this fighting amongst religious groups and denominations and stuff. We come together in one big, you know, religion. Oh, we can fix the economies and the currencies problems and all the wars that happen from them and the inflation and the debt. If we just come together with this big global currency, and we'll make it digital because it's so much safer, everything about it's better, so we'll do this, make it digital. It's almost like the stage is being set for these types of things to happen. Maybe I'm off on this. Maybe my little tinfoil hat's a little too tight. But that's the way it appears. And that's one of the reasons why I keep telling people you need to keep pushing forward on getting better at preparations, on self-sufficiency, because all of these things happening, that some of them actually appear to be good, I think are just continuing us down a very dangerous path. And we need to keep getting ready for that. Keep stocking up, keep prepping up, keep learning skills, striving for self-sufficiency, building connections with people around you of like mind, you know, working with your community, all of this kind of stuff. These are things that we need to be doing, and doing it very seriously, because things are rapidly changing around the world, and I don't believe they're always going in the good direction. Probably the opposite of that. Folks, it's time to get your houses in order and prepare yourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video.